Maria?
Yep.
Oh, you're still here? Okay. Follow me over. Let's fly over.
Okay. This is huge.
Yes, it is. It's actually scale. It's 443 meters high.
It is scaled. Amazing. Well, I'm always amazed at the work of people that create recreations of real life buildings here in Second Life. They're fantastic.
So
Okay.
my plan is to call it Nature's Empire. I think when I showed you that picture that I had in my exhibit with the tree in front of the Empire State Building, kind of basing it on that, and I want to just make it naturized, have vines growing and trees growing in it and some birds flying
Wow,
around
I love it.
and just make it a space for meetings and exhibits that, kind of based around the environment and things.
Beautiful idea. You know something important? There is a church in Barcelona. I don't remember the name of the church right now, but I remember that we went there once, and it was the inside was a garden, right? With the arches and all this stuff, but the inside was a garden, and I loved that. I said, that's a church that I like. That's a church building that I like, with all the... And there were even swans, I remember. There were swans inside the church, because it was like a garden.
It's not even near finished. I mean, I just am really, tweaking it here and getting it in the right position and everything so that there will be a river running into the lobby here. See how this door
Wow!
opens?
It's going to look beautiful. Well, we can record another video when you have finished and show it.
Yeah. So
that's straight to the sea. Beautiful.
Right. So I'm going to drop this floor, and so that the water will actually flow into a river right into the lobby.
Oh, great. It's going to look nice. It's a very nice message. Like
so let me show you the observatory.
Yes, sir.
Quick, and then we'll go back over to the butterfly effect. Come over here and jump on the teleporter.
Yep.
And take it to the observatory. Observation.
I'll meet you there. Second. Right now nothing is happening. Here.
There you are.
Yep. Works perfectly. Wow, beautiful clouds. Amazing.
Yeah, so I had an amazing experience on top of the Empire State Building one night where I was actually standing in a cloud that was being lit from the tower lights from underneath and making it pink. So
wow.
You see this picture here on the wall?
Yes.
I took that picture that night while I was standing in that cloud on top of the Empire State Building. And so I displayed it in my exhibit with that question: what if heaven was here and we didn't recognize it because we were too busy building our own complex worlds on top of it?
That's impressive. And again, you managed to combine very beautifully a real life image, although magical, of course, although very, very special picture with the effects that are possible to create here in Second Life. Beautiful.
Yeah, I wanted to recreate the feeling that I had on top of the building that night,
Yes. It must be beautiful. I should go to the States someday.
When you do, I didn't say if, I said when you do, we will meet and I will be happy to be your tour guide.
Oh, yes. I would really love to come with Dan. You are going to love Dan. Dan is such a sweetheart, and I think that we are going to have a lot of fun together. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So I have this like these binoculars that you can look through from the top of the building. This one isn't actually active, but I found one that you can add pictures to like give people a tour of your sim. So I'm going to put that up here eventually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then we come around the other side, and you see the pigeon. See if you can find the pigeon.
Yep. The pigeon. Beautiful.
Here he is. And so now if you look on this wall over here, you see a picture of a pigeon that I took on top of the Empire State Building.
Let's see. Oh, so cute. I don't know why pigeons have such bad reputation. I love pigeons. When I was a child, I loved giving food to pigeons at the park.
Yeah. Well, Nikola Tesla would be happy with you. He really loved pigeons. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. Why? That's cool.
Yeah, he was often found feeding the pigeons in front of the New York City Public Library, which was near his laboratory at the time. And I actually, having an exhibit at the Empire State Building stands on the same New York City block where Nikola Tesla used to live in the original Waldorf Astoria, which was on that block before the Empire State Building was built. Isn't that interesting?
Amazing. I didn't know that. That's amazing to know. Thank you. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I have a personal anecdote as well. For a while, I worked to pay my studies at the airport here in Mallorca, in Palma de Mallorca, and every time I could take a break, I had my sandwich, and I went outside, and there were sparrows. There were no pigeons, there were sparrows, very tiny ones. And I started giving a few crumbs of my bread to a few. And after a few days, there were like a horde of sparrows around me. And it was cool because I remember the day, because it was temporary job, the days when they were my last days at work. When I went out, even without the sandwich in my hand, the sparrows were following me, right? And it was beautiful, right? My family could see that. They said, what's wrong with the birds? I said, it's me, I feed them. And that's absolutely true, and it's one of my fondest memories of my contact with animals, with wild animals as well.
Yeah, the few told the many, huh? And they
Yeah, they told each other. They said, "Look at this girl is giving food, free food," and yes, they swarmed around me. It was beautiful as well. It was beautiful. They were
yeah.
so tiny, and I also love pigeons to give crumbles of bread to pigeons. I have also few videos of pigeons, and it's
Yeah.
beautiful. Have you watched my video? I think you haven't. I will send you the link. The love story, I wrote the love story, and I also turned it into a digital storytelling exercise. And
Yeah.
maybe you are going to like it. I'm going to send it to you after we finish
Okay.
today's session, and you tell me what you think, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. While we're here, now fly straight up and see what we run into.
Let's see. Wow, this is impressive. The students are going to love that. What beautiful textures as well. What is this?
It's a giant peach.
Another giant peach. The magic giant peach. This is cute.
Yep, you can stand on top of it.
Oh, I'm going to try. I was discovering the other day the biography of Roald Dahl, and he was impressive because he had a very harsh life with a little bit of tragedy, and yet he was able to write these fantastic stories that are suitable for kids. Look at the beautiful view of the sun here in the sunset. Fantastic.
Yeah. I want to do more up here. I just want to make it like beautiful and an experience to be up high because we're up so high that you really can't see anything. When you're on the observatory, I put the clouds in, but I want to put more activity up here. You know what I mean?
Absolutely true. I can see nothing but Linden water from this distance.
So let's hop back down to the observatory and then take the teleporter back down to where we were, and then we'll
Yep, let's go.
continue.
Let's see.
Jump off the jump off the beach.
It is a very big beach. This is very, very high indeed. Ah, here. Here is the building.
Extremely high.
Yes.
Oops, I'm on the outside ledge.
Me too.
There we go. Now I'm back.
Me too. Here I am.
The teleporter is around the corner here by the heaven picture.
Let's see.
It is nice though up here. I think I did recreate it well.
It is really nice. It is really nice. We have to record a couple videos with my areas as well. I want your opinion on that.
I really look forward to that.
Yeah.
I was really impressed with what I saw in your video.
Yeah,
so
let's go.
Let's go back down to the main floor.
1 second. I think that you have to be one first and the second later. Here, main floor. Okay,
so
good.
I want to show you one more thing before we leave. Now fly straight up from here.
Let's see.
Wait a minute. You gotta find the find the opening. Here, you gotta be where it's open over here.
Here. Wow, what a beautiful view.
Yeah. So it goes up and up and up and up and up. There's so much space to work with in here. It's just
amazing. This is also a nice experience for the people watching the video. Oopsie, I got too high. 1 second. Yes, I'm in the middle of a cylinder.
Yeah, it goes all the way up into the spire. Yeah.
Yes.
So, remember Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Yes.
Okay. Remember the fizzy lifting drinks?
Oh, yes, of course.
I want to have fizzy lifting drinks in here.
Yes, that's fantastic. Okay. Yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes. The fizzy flying drinks. Well, it's a great journey. And is this going to be a sculpture?
It is a sculpture. It's actually a recreation of a real piece that my partner Ava Dugal, Darlene Charneko, in real life, she had an exhibit called Symbiosis Schoolhouse, which we recreated here in Second Life. And this was one of the sculptures in her exhibit called Conversations in Space-Time. And you can like climb up the steps and have a seat and have a conversation in space-time.
Wow, beautiful. Let me check it. Please do tell her that I love her work.
Yeah, actually I don't think this one worked quite right. We have another one that we fixed, but
oh yeah, don't worry, because I also quarreled with my seats at the academy, but I finally managed to have full control over. But you know, it's beautiful because I'm a builder, yes, but I basically purchase things from the marketplace. You are actually creating objects, 3D objects here. And this
we're
is
creating.
amazing.
Yeah, we're definitely creating things, and I definitely buy things from Marketplace too. But I really love the collage of other people's art. People
Yes.
create some magnificent things that I really couldn't even begin to know how. So,
Oh yeah, scripting is like a science for me. It's like computer programming. Well, I just had so much trouble with a couple so fast at the academy, but finally I managed after many tutorials. And this is good because all this knowledge is good for benefiting others or guiding others, or just
hmm
because knowledge is always a pleasure to get. But
okay, let's go back over here
yes.
and back to over here by Rapture Bridge.
Okay, everything is getting recorded nicely so far.
Excuse me.
It's okay. Here we are.
So now we're going to cross Rapture Bridge and head on to the last stretch of our tour of the butterfly effect.
Fantastic. Let's look at it. Crossing the bridge.
And then
Beautiful.
here we have this other corridor, which is here. This first frame is trees, and see that picture right there is called The Gift. It was actually taken on Christmas Day.
Oh, beautiful. It shows so much peace and beauty.
Mm.
It's like the snow flowers. Beautiful
Mm-hmm.
with
It
the
was really
sun.
warm that day, but there was ice on the branches, and it was just beautiful. And that picture I call Everything is Everything. And having had an exhibit at the Empire State Building, it's really interesting how that lens flare,
Yeah.
again, like, seems to be a messenger, doesn't it?
It
It's
it
like,
seems, yes,
it's a great
indeed. And
statement.
I like the contrast between urban, like architecture, nature, the trees, and God or the sun, in this case, the light, so to say, joining everything together and shining over everything, nature, uh, buildings, and everything. It's beautiful.
Again, I love your perspective because that really is what it represents. Everything is everything. And there's a song by Lauryn Hill. Have you ever heard that song, Everything is Everything?
Again, I haven't, but I
Okay,
will
I
love
want
to
to send
listen
you
to
the
it.
video because the video is very interesting because it actually kind of is an illustration of this photo because it shows the Empire State Building at the center of a record. So,
Ah, cool. Fantastic. And this is also a very
so
nice picture.
this picture I call Heaven's Heart, and I've had three doctors and two people who had open heart surgery who said they looked at the monitor and said that that was a good representation of the veins of a human heart if you turned it around, if you turned it upside down.
Oh, amazing. Well,
So it reflects like heaven's heart and the veins of our own heart. So really, isn't that what trees are? Veins connecting the earth to the sky?
indeed, they are. They actually are. That's why we are alive, because they take the energy from the sun, and thanks to that, they produce the food. We can't live without trees and plants. So they are quite
Mm-hmm.
magical creatures, actually.
Uh,
We don't need to look at Harry Potter to find magic. Just look around. That's what I always say.
Absolutely. Oh, it's so true. That's what I want people to become more aware of, that this is a remarkable world that we live in, that we don't really need fantasy to entertain ourselves. It's just, trees are artists too.
Yes.
So if you look at this picture, I call it the Tree of Dreams. And somebody asked me why one time because they said, it's dead. Why do you call it the Tree of Dreams? And I said, well, I kind of imagine that if you climbed that ladder and you sat in the tree, that the tree would come to life with your dreams.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful concept. Yes. The power of synergy.
Yeah. So, right across the way here, if you look behind you now, you see a picture of me with a grasshopper on my face.
So
And that
cute.
grasshopper actually spent over an hour with me, and then 2 days later I came by to see if he was there. And when he saw me, he jumped right on my face. He
Oh,
was excited.
that's great, because I love grasshoppers, but they don't let me touch them. So this is a good, because it shows that you are connected to this kind of creatures. They sense it.
Well, I almost ran over him with the lawnmower, so I stopped mowing the lawn, and I went to grab him. When I first went to grab him, he was just trying to get away. But once I got him in my hand, he just immediately calmed down, and he literally spent over an hour with me until I had to let him go. I put him on a rhubarb leaf to finish mowing the lawn.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah. So these are pictures in from the Infinite Peace Garden in Nimisila Park, and just some other beautiful, nature images, but
Yeah.
mostly from Nimisila Park. See that? There's a picture of the sign there from Nimisila Park. Can you see that? With my
Yes.
sunglasses on that sunflower.
Yep, the sunflowers. Yes.
There's a beautiful picture there.
Yes, of the two hands.
Yeah, and the Martin Luther King quote. Can you see that at the top of the picture?
Let me zoom in.
Peace is not merely a distant goal, but a means by which we arrive at that goal.
It doesn't look very it looks a little bit blurry, but you read that. So I hope
Oh, it's
people
not.
would.
Maybe it's not resing fully yet. Sometimes they do that.
This one
So
rests perfectly. These two beautiful flowers rest perfectly. The previous one, but you told that, so they could have listened. And
yeah.
again, I love the kind of, I was looking for this type of flowers for my area, and I didn't find them, and I see them here.
Oh yeah,
This
Rose of
beautiful.
Sharon. The Rose of Sharon, or you might be able to, if you're looking for them in like marketplace, search hibiscus. You might find some hibiscus.
Hibiscus. Okay, good. I will look for them. But anyway, my place is finished, right? I will show it
Okay.
to you because. But I took ferns. I added a lot of ferns. But look at these beautiful flowers. What a beautiful effect of being in the middle of a garden. It's nice.
This field, yeah, I like this field. It's nice, isn't it?
Yes, it
So this,
is.
see here, this is the Infinite Peace Garden. We're looking at, or I'm looking at. I don't know where you're looking right now, but there you go.
Yes, yes, I'm looking
That's
at
the
it.
garden.
Yes, looks
When we
beautiful.
replanted it, it actually got mowed over in 2017, and then 2018 we replanted it, and that's when that amazing sunflower grew there. See it growing in the back? That was before it bloomed. I didn't even know how high it was going to be yet, but it grew to be 11 foot tall, and then now we're spreading seeds around the world because it just seemed the right thing to do since it was pointing in every direction, infinite peace in every direction. So, Wizard of Oz. This picture, I actually took that picture of Darlene, my partner who I was telling you about, Ava Dugal in Second Life is her name. The day that I met her, she pointed that out. We were driving around New York City and we just parked where we found a parking spot. We got out of the car and walked across the street, and she went, "Oh, look at the rainbow." And that little girl playing in the rainbow was wearing those spunky
Wow.
ruby slippers just like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz.
I really love this picture because something. I really, really love this one. It really touched my heart, this picture in particular, because I always say something. I'm a teacher, I'm an educator of future educators, and I always say children are going to save our society. Children are
Mm-hmm.
going to save the world. And this picture exemplifies this, how the child with the innocence, with the open mind, and with the endless possibilities that children have in the rainbow is a very, very nice picture, because I always say this: through hard work and through innocence and through learning, the next generations are going to save this society. I have a very positive outlook of the future, right? I think that
Sure, if you look at people, like Greta Thunberg, even, how passionate she is and how strong she is to call adults out and say, "Hey, let's
yeah,
wake up." you know.
Yes,
And
yes, absolutely. Teachers are great masters. Teachers, oh my.
kids
Um,
are great teachers. Yes, right.
Kids are great teachers. That's it. That's it.
Absolutely. That's another thing I'll have to send you is the video of the presentation I did about We All Have a Dream for the STEAM Academy, the kids here. Um, you'll enjoy it. So that's the
Yes,
Infinite Peace Garden when we first replanted it before it started growing.
beautiful. It looks like a beautiful place where to sit and to be in one in this
It's
beautiful place.
exactly, and it's absolutely remarkable that you can sit on that bench and see things. I've seen things that I've never seen before in that little space, and it doesn't seem that nature is bothered by you sitting there. It seems like it really is a space of peace. Like I've had hummingbirds just hover right in front of me, and a hummingbird moth, which is a real magical creature. But
Wow.
I've been studying it. It's kind of become like this environmental science laboratory that just sitting on that bench you can have this really intimate observation of nature and things that you don't see anywhere else in the park. You know, it's amazing how that little space attracts all that diversity of life from wherever it is.
That's
You know,
beautiful. Yes,
yeah.
it's like a beautiful place that invites you to contemplate how the flowers glow and open, you know. It's like
Hmm.
forget about time, forget about space, just sit here and be.
Exactly. Exactly. I tell people if you sit there for 10 minutes, you're bound to notice something, and then you start noticing everything.
Yeah,
And so it's
fantastic.
like become this way of like studying phenology, you know, which is the cycles and seasons and symbiosis. You know, we've
Yeah.
discovered this multi-tiered symbiosis between ants and tree hoppers and sunflowers. The tree hoppers attach themselves to the back of the sunflower leaves, and then the ants protect them and the sunflowers as the tree hoppers secrete sap from the sunflowers to the ants. Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing indeed.
I wouldn't have known that. I wouldn't have discovered that if we wouldn't have replanted the garden, you know? I was telling people when it was mowed over that you can't mow over infinite peace. If you do, you're mowing over everyone and everything connected to it. And since it's been replanted, it really has really proven that in the way that you know, it's just revealed so many things to us. And now that we're spreading the seeds around the world, it's very true, you know?
You know, I always say that when you do something, putting your spirit in that, in your spirit, your energy in that, your emotion in that, this is going to have a beautiful life power. And this is what you are doing with that garden or with the seeds, right? You are transmitting this idea, this spirit to to the rest of the world, and this is a beautiful thing to do.
It's great that you have such a clear perspective of it. Really, you just I love being around you.
Thank you. Yes, I also enjoy so much your gallery, and I'm really looking forward to start sharing it and making a nice post on my blog about all your work and all your projects. Right? Because you know this is not the work of you know, this the stereotype of artists or my art or whatever. No, this is a work of a community gathered together. It is actually, in my opinion, proof of how much you love the people around you, apart from
Mm.
nature, because
Mm.
most of the pictures here, apart from the small animals, are related to relationships. It's about relationships, and this is beautiful.
Absolutely, I agree. Thank you so much for saying that. See, the kid, that's one of the Ulster Project kids that originally planted the garden, watering the garden. See the rainbow?
Yes, it looks again a
Hmm.
little bit blurry, but I can see that there's a rainbow in the water.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rainbows end right at the Infinite Peace Garden, and it's interesting. Look at that picture there. See, that's that when you water the Infinite Peace Garden, rainbows always end there.
Yes, beautiful.
If you look at the quotes on that picture that's coming up, they relate to the prophecy, the Native American prophecies of the rainbow, and I'll read them. It says, there are truths in the prophecies of the rainbow and the rainbow people. People from all of the Americas will unite with people from all of the other nations, and they will realize that we are all family, brothers and sisters. This is not my personal vision, but the cosmic vision presented by all the elders, and a vision that we all share. It was an elder from the Maya.
Wow,
Um,
amazing.
And then, as Native Americans, we believe the rainbow is a sign from the spirit in all things. It is a sign of the union of all people like one big family. The unity of all humanity, many tribes and peoples, is essential. And that was a Hopi elder who said that.
Beautiful. Well, I love this kind of powerful messages that talk about community and union. I love
Well,
them.
what's interesting about mathematics too, and the messages that I get from math and the coincidence of numbers. And I was talking with somebody earlier about 111 and the significance of 111, and just reading that quote reminded me that he was talking about the tribes, all the tribes coming together. The word tribes, if you like search Bible Gateway, the the King James version of the Bible is referenced 111 times. Isn't that interesting?
Wow. Impressive. Well, yes, the math is also around us. Impressive. I didn't know that. Wow, that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. So now, this is one of the things, like, I gamify this more in a way, like as you learn about things and you learn about the symbiosis relationship between ants and the sunflowers, you find your way to the treasure here, which is, if you look at those pictures of the roller coasters, that's at Cedar Point Amusement Park, and they allowed us to plant some of the seeds of infinite peace under the corkscrew to kind of represent infinite peace spiraling out to the world. And one of those pictures is part of their 150th anniversary book now, so the story just keeps growing in those ways. And so I feel like that was a spot of treasure. So if you look around the back of the rock, you might find something.
This is amazing. I love how the flower is perfectly placed, grew perfectly placed. And this is a treasure chest.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's open it. Will you sow the seeds of infinite peace? Yes.
That's the
Oh,
answer.
I have one. I have one also in my area because I'm building an escape room, literary escape room.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, for
Okay,
my
cool.
master, but mine is a little bit smaller. This is a very nice chest. And
So if you answer the question correctly, did you answer it?
yes, but I said it with an exclamation mark, so I don't know.
Yeah. No,
I'll say
let's,
simply yes.
yeah, there you go. I saw it open now. I always love seeing
Okay.
it means somebody
I
got the
said it
question
too
right.
enthusiastically.
Yeah.
I said
There's,
it too enthusiastically. One
there's
second,
only
it
one answer.
closed.
Only one answer, yes. So now you have the gifts of infinite peace. And this is a way that
Oh,
uh,
beautiful.
I've actually kind of created a way for us to spread the seeds of infinite peace digitally in the virtual world. So you don't actually have to have the physical seeds to be a part of growing the movement.
You know something, before I watched this, but you are going to see it in my areas. Before I watched this area, in particular of your exhibit, I planted a big sunflower. But it's
Yeah?
a plant pet, so I have to water it so that it grows. It is
Oh,
grown
yeah.
now. It is beautiful, and I will be glad to show you because I think that it was already in the train before
Uh-huh.
I saw this area. So this
I
is nice.
agree. Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I have a plant pet sunflower that I haven't used yet. But what I want is actually to create the sunflower tower like the plant pets.
Oh,
Just
good.
like that. But that it would be like that tower with sunflowers facing in every direction. I'd like to have somebody help me create that so that we can, it would grow from a seed and then you could be able to spread it.
Yes, yes, and I also can give you seeds when the mine breeds, when my produces seeds. I can give you as well a couple seeds because I don't have prisms for more pet plants. I have many, right? But it is cool to see that I have already in my area a sunflower, so it is a very nice symbol. And I really love this pic here.
And which one?
The one in which the sunflower grew perfectly right in the middle of the twist of the roller coaster.
Yeah, isn't that great? And
It is.
I have video. I have video of that. I'll send you too.
Oh yes, please, yes.
Yeah, in fact, that video has had over 5,000 views, and the day I posted it, most of those views all happened like within the first day. When I was working in here, I put the video online, and I got 2 subscriptions back from Indonesia almost immediately. It was like, wow.
Amazing.
Seeds are spreading that quick, And yeah, it's really cool. You see the coaster go right around the sunflower.
This is amazing.
The coaster, they kind of look like big metal caterpillars if you think about it.
Yes. Well, they are very symbolic flowers because they not only look for the sun when the sun is you can see the sun because it's cloudy. They face each other. Or at least that's what I am told. I'm not an expert, but then they get energy from each other. So it's a very beautiful symbolic flower.
So what's interesting about the serendipity of planting those flowers where we did? We didn't plan that. That was literally something that happened. I called the park, the landscape foreman there the night before we went to the I called her from the Infinite Peace Garden. I was sitting on that bench and I just had an idea and I called her and I said, "Hey, I've got some sprouts growing in the greenhouse. If I bring them up, can the kids plant them?" And she said, "Yeah, sure." So we didn't have a plan of where we were going to plant them. She was like, "Oh, how about right here?" And what's amazing about it is there was a number on each one of those posts on the roller coaster, and those sunflowers were planted right by number 8. Which is the infinity symbol. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, amazing. Yes. Well, your exhibit is full of this kind of serendipities, and it's impressive. I agree that some people might feel intimidated because it's really amazing. I haven't honestly never seen anything like this before. Right?
It's interesting that you say that because some things I kind of had a fear of sharing for a long time, and that's why Second Life was really the right platform for me to share it. Like even the video of of Yo-Yo the jumping spider playing with me. It was so amazing that I was just afraid to even show it to people. I wasn't sure what they would think. But I felt this was the right environment to share it, because it almost seems unreal, but it's not. It's as real as it gets. But to share it in a kind of, fantasy environment, I thought was, the right way to do that.
It is a great platform. Well, I was yesterday talking to this friend, and I was a little bit in Spanish we say vender la moto, right? I was trying to convince her, yes, this is cool, whatever, and she was like, so, and then I showed her my areas, and I told her a little bit insecure, what do you think about the area? And she said, it's amazing. I love I love how I feel here in this virtual land. And I said, well, and I was like so relieved, because, we shouldn't have this kind of insecurities, but we do, right? Because it's a new thing for, I don't know, people are not used to that or whatever. And it's not like, everybody has their TikTok, their Instagram, their Facebook, their whatevers. And this is a little bit more, an expression of ourselves, and this also exposes you, because I realized that my areas are a reflection of me, right?
Absolutely.
And
Right.
it is also very, very, very intimate, right? Because you are really expressing in a different manner, creating art in a different manner through these beautiful digital means. And this exhibit is very beautiful, and it's full of messages of community, messages of faith, of cope, collaboration in real life with other people, protecting the environment, also taking care of animals, of wildlife, of all kinds of life. It is a very coherent and beautiful message to be shared. That's fantastic.
It is the story of everything.
Yes, yes, it is very simply put, it is, but also through very special serendipities. That's also fantastic.
Yes, as you say that, I want to point one more out. If the sunflower that we're facing here, behind the rocks, like to the left of the roller coaster picture that you like, look at
Yes.
this sunflower. Now, you might need to pan up, but when I was taking this picture, I knew that I wanted a seagull in the shot, so I was kind of waiting for a seagull, and as soon as then I saw one, I snapped, and then I went, "What was that?" And I looked at the picture and I realized I caught a beagull. If you look, there's a bee riding the seagull. Can you see that?
I don't know now. I think I got a little bit lost now.
At the top of the sunflower, the one.
Ah,
Okay.
yes, yes, of course, at the top. Oh, yes, it's riding the seagull. It's fantastic. It's riding
Isn't
the
that
seagull.
amazing?
It is amazing. I
I mean,
think
is that like incredible synchronicity, space-time alignment, or what?
that you do have some gift in capturing this kind of synchronicities, because this is amazing, really. It is a beautiful picture.
Yes, it is. So, and then you see the guardy ants, I call them here, guarding the treasure. And so if we come around this way, there's kind of a little secret passage here.
1
Come
second, I'll
this
go
way.
back. Okay, I see the secret passage.
And then we come out to the lighthouse. And we'll take a picture of us standing in front of the lighthouse.
To the lighthouse, like,
Right here, behind you.
here, beautiful. Like the work of Virginia Woolf, To the Lighthouse.
Yeah, so if you turn around, come stand by me, and then we'll take a picture of us standing in front of the lighthouse before we
Of
go.
course, yes.
Where I always
Oopsie. Now I'm
kind of like
managing.
to...
The sluggy is very nice as well. This is slug. Cool.
What is?
The slug is very cool.
Oh, yeah, well, that's how we're going to end. We're going to ride slugs.
Cool.
But I
It's
always
going
like-
to be
I always
amazing.
like to I always like to end the tour by just taking a picture of whoever I give a tour to in front of the lighthouse, which is kind of a symbol of, again, shared wisdom, you know?
Cool. Am I positioned well?
Yeah, I am not really. I kind of need to turn a little bit.
I'm taking also a very nice view of the two of us in front of the lighthouse.
Let me see here. Let me get my camera angle again.
1 second, I'll move just one tiny step. Ah, that's it. One tiny step. Ah, here. Now I think I'm good.
And it kind of looks
More
like,
or
uh-oh.
less.
I'm just not positioned right.
You know, my AO, this girl is always moving. My avatar, she's always moving around. So, but right now I have a very nice view.
This lighthouse is, again, if you come to the States, it's in Mentor, Ohio, and it's one of my favorite places. I always go there at least once a season, and just when you walk to that lighthouse, you feel like you've really accomplished something when you walk that break wall, you know. You get to the lighthouse,
Yes, it looks beautiful.
you know.
It looks really, really beautiful. I really will come and visit you with my husband to Ohio. He's going to go crazy. He's always wanted to go to the States. Well, he always says, we'll go to Texas and we'll ride a bull. And I said, you do that. I'm not going to do that. But he's obsessed. Like, we're going to go to Texas and we are going to ride a bull. And I said, no. You do that. I watch. I will watch. But he's really looking for what, and he wants to go to the Sequoia Park. You know, so we are going to start saving money and paying you a visit, definitely.
That sounds great, and I will definitely be very happy to show you around Ohio and New York for sure, and maybe a few other places.
Oh, cool! Fantastic. We're going to save a few days in the summer, and let's see if during these days we can pay you a visit. That will be amazing. So,
excellent. Now, I always like to end by just having a little bit of fun. So if you click on that rainbow slug, and there's another one on the other. Oh, wait a minute. I should show you the Infinite Peace Garden. Right here's the Infinite Peace Garden. Before you get on the slugs, look. Here's the representation of the Infinite Peace Garden. You can sit on this bench right
of course, it is. It is.
The bench is the picture of the sunflower tower. See?
Yes, it absolutely looks like the Peace Garden.
Yeah, it's pretty good representation.
It is very nice. Well, you know, the view here as well is beautiful with all these flowers around and all the pictures in the background. It is beautiful.
See, there's the actual bench in that picture in the sunflower tower and behind it, see?
Yes, I can see it. Yes.
And then there's a picture of a rainbow coming right over the garden. Wait a minute. Oh, no, there's my hand with the seeds. That's when I first took the sunflower tower down, and I decided I was going to spread the seeds there.
The seeds. Well, you know, it's beautiful to see how the garden grew and slowly started to embrace the bench. You see that the nature is embracing the bench, and this is beautiful.
Yeah. So one more picture. Look, you see the rainbow right over top of the garden.
Oh, beautiful. Another symbol of union and community and goodwill.
And so as we speak of rainbows, we have rainbow slugs, and we're just going to take a ride and have some fun. We want to race around the garden. There's one on this side, and there's one on the other side over there. So if you click on one of them, it will res a bigger one that you can ride.
Oh, let's see. Oops, it grew. And it's so funny.
And they're very fast.
Oh.
They're the fastest slugs ever.
Whoa. Whoa.
Let's try it. Let's try to race around the
area. Let's see. I'm not a very good driver.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I don't know where I am. I'm stuck. I can't see. Let me see.
I'm running into stuff. And then you gotta kind of back up if you run into something.
Yep. Here. I'm here again. I can't find you. Where are you?
I'm over by the broken watch on the front of the gallery. I'm trying to maneuver myself so I can get around the...
The students are going to love that.
I'm going around by the rain. Trying to.
I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am. I am stuck again.
I hear you, but oh, there you are. I see you.
Here, I'm trying to guide myself to him, but I can't. I just can't. I keep crashing into things. Let's see if Whoa! It almost climbed a rock now. Maybe I will end up at the giant peach. Oh,
You know what you can do?
can you go into the water?
Are you by the giant peach? Okay, I see you. Yeah. Okay, you know what you can do? Jump off of that slug and jump on mine.
Let's
And
see.
we can ride the same one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, one night we had 5 people pilot on one slug.
Oh, wow. This must have been really fun. Oh, you are a better driver than me.
Maybe just a little bit.
I was shocking against objects all the time. That was fun. Oops.
Whoa! Yeah, we could climb up the picture.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, we're climbing.
We are in the roller coaster right now. We are literally in the roller coaster.
So there you go. That was fun, wasn't it?
It was fantastic. Well, all the experience was fantastic. I love these chairs, by the way, these butterfly chairs and this table.
Yeah, hop off and we'll take a look at that. The table itself, if you look at underneath of it, is actually made of a picture of fungi families in Nemasilla Park. If you zoom in on it close, you see there's like different colors of like fungi all gathered on this stump. Like they're different families. It's really interesting.
Oh, I see. Yes, I see them. So
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. Well, that's another
Yeah.
topic, the fungi and the moss. You know,
Uh-huh.
there's something that I love, which is to gather water from rain puddles and in the forest and rivers because I have a microscope, and I also have a couple very nice videos of microorganisms. And
Oh, you share them with me because Darlene would really love that. She's really, really into studying things at macro level.
absolutely, I will absolutely share it with you. And also, one activity that I created for children about the microscope. And I always aim to watch one day one tardigrade. And they live in the middle of moss. So,
Uh-huh.
so maybe one day I will be lucky and find a tardigrade, my water bear.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They've discovered they can survive in space.
Yes, yes, I saw that, and I was amazed. They are very tough creatures.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay,
did I share this picture with you, Seagull Man?
I think this is a beautiful picture to finish the exhibit. The
Yeah.
This is a very nice picture of hope and faith and
So
enjoying
know the,
life.
do you know the stories of Jonathan Livingston Seagull?
Yes, it was one of my first books that were more spiritually oriented, and I absolutely
Mm-hmm.
know this.
Well, I identify a lot with Jonathan. I feel that, like Jonathan was the seagull that was realizing his potential to fly higher and faster and see more of the picture, and he was excited to share his awareness with the other gulls who were still scrounging for scraps and telling him, "You're crazy, get out of here," right? And I
Yes.
feel that way a lot of times. I feel that way in my own hometown, that I have this great awareness that I'm just excited to share with people, but they're not really open to receive it. They're still looking at the limits, and I'm trying to show them the world beyond limits that's hidden in plain sight. Does that make sense?
It does, and it actually has, as I told you before, changed my outlook on how to perceive nature and how to really take a step forward towards community. And it's a pleasure to witness your work and also your message, to receive the message of beauty and positivity. And it is been very nice after watching that horrible movie that I told you before. That is so
Yeah, forget that
it,
horrible movie.
it's so catastrophic, and they portray us as people absolutely dumb that are all the time on their mobile phones and things like that. And it's not
Well,
true. I even made a post in my Facebook.
you're
I don't
making me
like
think
this.
of a you're making me think of a quote from Jonathan Livingston Seagull, where he says, "We can be creatures of excellence, and intelligence, and we can learn to fly."
That's exactly what I wrote on my Facebook today. I will even send you the link to my post, because I said, this is not true. This is not the message. There are awesome people in the world, and they are going to be awesome people in the future. There has been in the past, and we are not just dumb. And well, you should need to watch the movie to understand what I'm saying, but it's entertaining. It's not really something
Yeah,
else,
I
right?
understand what you mean, but I'm much more about writing the better story to inspire us to be more of who we're really meant to transform to be. And
That's much better, indeed.
yeah, right.
Well, it's an
I love this
experience.
picture. This picture is one of the first things that I put in here. It's actually, that's me, and my mom took the picture at
Good.
Headlands Beach where the lighthouse is. And I just love the way Second Life brings it to life, with the seagulls flying
Yes.
through, the waves just actually coming through the picture. Just magical.
It is indeed. It is animated, right?
Mhm.
Beautifully placed. And
Yeah.
it's like it transcends time and space. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's so beautiful that you say that, because I just have a much different perspective of time and yeah.
And it's also because, as my mom grows older, I appreciate much more every single thing she does. It's also a picture taken by your mom. And this for me is also important in the sense that the pictures that she takes for me, or when she cooks for me, I appreciate it every day more and more and more. You know what I mean? And
I do know what you mean, because my mom has been here more often recently. She's actually been spending the night here and helping more with, Grandma and Sam, and we've all been together and sharing dinner and things. And absolutely, that's the greatest gift. I told her that in her Christmas card, that, your presence is the greatest gift.
oh, that's beautiful. Yes, I feel the same about my mom, and I felt the same about my father. My father is like this right now as well, flying towards the horizon and free.
Yeah, that's a beautiful
Yes.
perspective.
One day
Yeah.
I will tell you a little bit more about my father and things like that. Okay, dear, my dear
Thank you.
friend, shall we
Yeah.
finish the exhibit here, the video here? Do you want to add something else for my students?
Well, it's up to you. Whatever you feel. It's your video, and you're sharing it with your students. So whatever you would like. I'm here to make your wish reality.
Well, my wish is that the train continues growing,
Thank you.
and also that the seeds continue blooming, and that the little creatures continue appearing in your past to give you the message that you are connected to the higher self, to the higher power. So
You see the ending lion seeds flying around here. They represent wishes.
yes, that's a very nice wish. Yes, the dandelions. They
Hmm.
Very good. So I will end the recording here. Thank you all for watching, and see
Thank you.
you in
I
future.
so look forward to seeing your area now. The next time we have to meet again, so you can give me a tour of your area.
Absolutely, next week, if everything goes well and my computer behaves, next week we can take a look at my areas, because I also have many anecdotes to tell about how I build it, and things that people might find interesting if they want to learn more about Second Life. Although I don't have very beautiful pieces of art there, it is just a teaching space, so it's a different experience. So thank you very much, my dear friend. Blessings to you, and thank you
Thank you
so
for
much.
thank you for making the concept of the butterfly effect through this exhibit a reality, that it's actually touching the other side of the world through you.
Yes, it is in Spain already. So,
Mhm.
and maybe in France. Okay, so let's see where things go, and maybe beyond. So I will keep you informed about all the activities that you do, that I do here. Okay, good. So we'll start recording, and thank
God bless you.
God bless you as well, always.
Let me just do this before we go. All aboard!
Fantastic. Let's go, everybody, on board. Beautiful message. Thank you.